Mastering AWS VPC, the ultimate guide to configuration and optimization. This podcast is brought to you by Business Compass LLC. We are an Amazon Web Services advanced consulting partner. We build and migrate workloads to Amazon Cloud. Our website is businesscompassllc.com. Our phone number is 973-638-2228. Our email address is contact@businesscompassllc.us. Amazon Web Services, AWS, Virtual Private Cloud, VPC, is foundational for building secure and scalable cloud environments. Whether you're a seasoned cloud architect or just starting with AWS, understanding and optimizing VPC configurations is crucial. This podcast will walk you through the essentials of AWS VPC, from core concepts to advanced features, and provide best practices for efficient management and cost optimization. Getting started with Amazon Virtual Private Cloud, VPC. Amazon VPC allows you to create a logically isolated network in the AWS cloud to launch AWS resources in a virtual network you define. This isolation provides robust security and control, making it ideal for sensitive workloads. Key benefits of AWS VPC: enhanced security through network isolation, customizable network configurations, scalable and flexible resource deployment. To start, you'll need an AWS account. Once logged in, navigate to the VPC dashboard in the AWS Management Console. Here, you can begin creating and configuring your VPC. Core concepts and fundamentals. Understanding the core concepts of VPC is vital for effective configuration. Subnets. Divide your VPC into subnets to group resources based on security and operational needs. Subnets can be public, accessible from the internet, or private, restricted access. Route tables. Define the traffic flow within your VPC using route tables. Each subnet must be associated with a route table. Internet gateway. A gateway that allows communication between your VPC and the internet. NAT gateway/bastion hosts enable outbound internet traffic for resources in a private subnet. Security groups and network ACLZ implement security controls to regulate inbound and outbound traffic at the instance and subnet levels respectively. Step-by-step guide to building and configuring your AWS VPC. Create a VPC. Go to the VPC dashboard. Click on Create VPC. Specify the CIDR block, for example, 10.0.0.016. Add subnets. Click on Create Subnet. Choose the VPC and specify the CIDR block for each subnet. Create public and private subnets as needed. Set up route tables. Create a route table for public and private subnets. Add routes to the Internet Gateway for public subnets. Associate route tables with the respective subnets. Configure Internet Gateway. Create an Internet Gateway. Attach it to your VPC. Update the public subnets route table to include a route to the Internet Gateway. Launch instances. Launch EC2 instances in the appropriate subnets. Assign security groups to regulate access. Diving into advanced VPC features. Once you have a basic VPC setup, you can explore advanced features to enhance your architecture. VPC peering. Connect multiple VPCs to facilitate resource sharing. Transit gateway. Simplify and scale network architectures by connecting VPCs and on-premises networks. Private link. Securely connect your VPC to supported AWS services. VPN and Direct Connect. Establish secure connections between your on-premises networks and AWS. Essential best practices for efficient AWS VPC management. To ensure your VPC is secure, scalable, and cost-effective, consider these best practices. Use multiple availability zones. AZAs enhance fault tolerance and availability. Implement least privilege access. Restrict permissions to the minimum necessary. Regularly review security groups and network ACLZ. Ensure rules are up to date and relevant. Automate with AWS CloudFormation. Use templates to deploy and manage resources consistently. Monitor with AWS CloudWatch. Track performance and set up alerts for unusual activity. Understanding and managing AWS VPC costs. Cost management is crucial for optimizing your AWS environment. Here's how you can manage and reduce VPC-related costs. Monitor usage with AWS Cost Explorer. Identify cost drivers and usage patterns. Use spot instances and savings plans, leveraging AWS pricing models to reduce compute costs. Optimize data transfer. Minimize inter-region and inter-AS data transfer costs. Implement cost allocation tags. Track expenses by project, department, or team. Conclusion. Mastering AWS VPC involves understanding its core components, effectively configuring resources, leveraging advanced features, and adhering to best practices. By doing so, you can build a robust, secure, and cost-efficient cloud environment. Continuous learning and adaptation are vital to keeping up with AWS advancements and ensuring optimal VPC configurations. Thank you for listening to our podcast. Please share this podcast, visit our website, and follow our social media links.